Hi there, I'm Daniel, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you what is function, JavaScript function, how you can make use of JavaScript function. Now, I'm just going to start by saying JavaScript function is just a set of instruction that achieve a particular task or performs a particular task, right? So before any further ado, let me go right into my Visual Studio Code so you see everything I'm saying so that it doesn't look like I'm just telling you things from my own mouth. Like I said, function is just a step by step instruction that allows you to achieve a particular task. This is my JavaScript document, and here I have let variable equals document of query selector .btn DLE, which is this guy. So I just brought this guy into my JavaScript code, and I want to use this guy. And before I'll be able to use this guy, I want to use a function so that I'll be able to perform tasks with this guy. Now this is a function I created with this guy. I named the function delete. Now to create function in JavaScript, you use JavaScript keyword function, and then the name you would like to call your function, which in my own case is delete. Then open and close parentheses. Mind you, this open and close parentheses can also have parameters, which some could call arguments. These are things that you put so that the function will get this stuff and also use them to work. So if I had anything here, I also use that thing to work or perform tasks inside this code. The next thing I want to have is open and close curly brace, just these two guys. Now in between this opening and closing curly brace is where I will define my function, the things my function is supposed to do, and how my function is supposed to perform this task. Now I have if string.value is not equals to an empty string, then run all this other code. Now let x equals string.value, which means that my string.value was not an empty string, so it means that it wasn't like this. So if it was like this, whatever I click here is not going to work. But since it has value, x is equals to the values of the screen. So for just simplicity, I'm just going to open my console so that you would see whatever I'm doing here. If I refresh this browser, I think okay, yeah. So now I have values here, right? So now I have four values here. The next thing I say is let b equals empty string. This is a conditional statement, sorry, a looping statement that loops through the length of my strings in my input as in my screen, and then it's going to every time it loops, it's going to add one digit or one value or one item from this string to this b variable, right? So every time it loops, b is equals to x dot character at I. So x is this guy, so the character at I is this first guy. So if I click delete here, see that the first time it runs, it picked 9, it picked 8, it picked 7. Now I is less than x dot a length minus 1. The length of my initial string was 4, so it says that I is equals to length minus 1. So 4 is the length of my x, that's the length of my screen value, and now minus 1, that's 3. So I is less than 3, which means that the possible times I can come is 3 times, that's from 0, 1, and 2. I don't know if you understand. So now I would always be less than 3, right? So now for this case, I runs the first time, it had 9, runs the second time, this is I is now 1, runs the second time, I is now 3, 0, 1, 2. Now I is less than 3, so it's gonna stop there. And now every time I runs, it keeps adding the value to my variable, my empty variable b. And what happens at the end of the day is that my string of value is equals to the values of my b. So now with this, I'm able to short one letter of that string value. So if I come back here and add event listener to my delete variable, which is this delete button here. So when I add event listener to it, I add a function again. Now what this function does is just to run this other function. Now to call function in JavaScript, you just write the function name and then open and close parentheses. So that's it, guys, and that's how function works in JavaScript. Hope you understand the video, but if you do not understand the video, help me tell me that in the comment section, and I will do another video to really expatiate what I've said. Now you can also look up to MDN for vast ideas on how you can really use JavaScript function and make it work for you the way you want it to work for you, right? Thank you so much. This will be the end of the video, and I really appreciate you for watching this video. Please, if you're not subscribed already, I want you to subscribe to the channel and help me turn on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you so much. With my JavaScript function, I was able to make this all these guys work perfectly well. So if you want to even know how I did this guy, the video is in my YouTube channel. Please just go and watch it so that you would know how to make a calculator that is fully functioning like this, and in just with just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I also have really amazing projects. I'm gonna show you right. So auto background changer, the background changes at it's like every 1 second. Now this analog clock, which is fully functioning, showing the current time, and as well as this typing animation with CSS, and it's very simple. This one is beginner kind of way, so you can learn this with just is it 3 minutes or 8 minutes video. So yes guys, please do well to subscribe and also check my previous video, as it may come in handy if you are just a beginner or starting a career in web development. Thank you.